guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we will be doing a crocheted strawberry earrings. So here are the materials that we will be needing. What we also need to prepare is first our tapestry needle, our crochet hook. The size of this is 1.25 millimeter hook, but it really depends how big you're gonna be doing. We have here our scissors, of course the yarns for the color of the strawberry. We have here some jump rings. This is a metal jump rings, and some fish hooks for the earrings. And then we would need the pliers later for attaching the fish hooks on the earrings. So let's start with the red yarn. This would be the body of our strawberry. So what you need to do first, this time we're gonna be doing a magic circle. So here's how we do it. So you wrap the yarn around like this. Can you see it better? There you go. And then you insert the hook, twist it a bit, and chain one. So this is not counted for your first stitch, so this is just only a starting. Now we're gonna be doing 6 single crochet on this magic circle. I'd like to pull the little string a bit, so we're gonna be doing 6 single crochets. Alright, so now that we have 6 single crochets, we can tighten the middle of it so there won't be any big holes in the middle. And it's like the style that we are doing with the amigurumi. So I insert a hook on the first stitch that we made, but I'm not doing a slip stitch. Instead, we're gonna be doing a continuous row on this one. So I will do it like a normal single crochet, and at the same stitch I will be increasing. So we're gonna be doing 2 single crochets on each of the stitches across until you reach the end. Usually you can put some stitch markers on it, but I'm not really a fan of putting stitch markers when I'm doing small projects. I just cannot count it instead. So just continue on doing the 2 single crochets on each of the stitches until you reach the end. Now we have here, I'm at the last stitch already. So since this is a continuous one, if you're a beginner, you would wanna put a stitch marker on it so you'll know when to start. So since we're gonna be still increasing, on the next stitch we're gonna be doing 2 single crochets, and then on the next stitch 1 single crochet only. So continue this pattern until you reach the end of the continuous row. There you go. So I already have here my continuous row finished, and this time we're gonna be completing 2 rows of single crochets around. So just continue on doing 1 single crochet on each of the stitches, and you should have 2 rows, and that would be the start of your circle curving up to create that spear shape for the strawberry, or which is the top of your strawberry. Now it really depends on how tight, but usually when you're doing like amigurumis or something like this, you should have at least like a tight tension. One of the tips that you can do is use a smaller size of hook for the yarn that you're using. For example, if you have a yarn that is recommending a 4mm, try to use a 3.5 or a 3mm hook size instead to make the stitches tighter. If you're having problems controlling your tensions. Now, once that you have the 2 rows of the singles crochet completed, what we're gonna be doing next is we're gonna decrease. So we're gonna start to create like the pointy part. So we're gonna try to decrease it by doing the magic decrease. So here's how we do the magic decrease. So the first 2 stitches, we have the front loop and the back loop. So we're gonna be getting the 2 front loops of the stitches, and you will do a normal single crochet. So it's like get the 2 front loops, wrap the yarn over, pull it through, wrap the yarn over, and then pull it through. So that's their decrease, and then after that you continue on doing single crochets on the next 4 stitches. So the pattern is 2 as for the decrease, and then 1 1 1 1. So it's like 4 single crochets on the next 4 stitches. After you completed that row, we will be doing single crochets on the next row. So single crochets on the rest of the stitches. It's like we're gonna do a decrease, 1 row of single crochets in between, decrease, something like that. So continue on doing the single crochets across until you reach the end. So just 1 row of single crochets. Now on this part, I usually try to count the stitches just to make sure that it's balanced with the stitches that is needed, but sometimes I don't, so it really depends if you want to count it or not. So next, as I mentioned, we're going to be doing another decrease. So this time we will be decreasing on a different pattern. So it's going to be 2 for the decrease, and then 2 single crochets on the next 2 stitches. So 1 1. So that's how it is, 2 1 1. So you continue doing that, just the same process on the previous steps. And after you complete the decreasing row, we will be doing the single crochet row around. And once you're done with that, we will be stuffing the strawberry. Since we're doing like an amigurumi type of earrings, we're gonna need some fiber fill or a polyfiber fill. I'm not really sure how or what this is, but I have known it as a fiber fill. So it would just use a small amount of fiber fill, since this is just only a small project, and you don't need to worry because it would not be too heavy because the fiber fill is very light. So it would just give a shape on your strawberry and some 3D effect on it. So I stopped on the single crochet row after I decreased it to 1 1, and then afterwards I'm gonna be putting the fiber fill. Now, since it's a small project, you might want to try to use, if your hook has a handle, you can do it just like what I'm doing right now. Or if you have, if your hook doesn't have a handle, you can just probably use anything that would fit it and it won't ruin the size of your amigurumi. So just like that. Now we're gonna continue on the decreasing part, which is the 2 1 decrease pattern. So 2 corresponds to the decrease, and the 1 is 1 single crochet on the next stitch. So continue doing this. This is actually the last part of the decreasing, because after this we're just gonna fill it up a bit to complete the shape of the strawberry, and then we're gonna be continuing the decreasing part by using a tapestry needle. This is actually to give a cleaner look to our strawberry, and for us to achieve that pointy tip of the strawberry that we are making right now. So I'll just complete this one here. So I usually do wanted to stop it first before I fasten off the strawberry. And as you can see, I'm gonna try to roll the fiber fill so it would have some volume. I'm not really sure if it's a volume or some bulkiness on it, so it would give a shape on the strawberry that I am making. Now once I'm done stuffing, I'll be doing a chain 1 to lock the stitches to prevent it from unraveling while I'm doing the decreasing part. So I fasten it off. Now we're gonna be needing our tapestry needle. So I have a long tail here because I'm still gonna be doing some decreasing on it. So I will be just doing this one here. Hold on. I'm sorry if I'm off the camera. It's just really hard to put it on. Hold on. Alright, so here, as you can see, we are decreasing. As you can remember, we usually use the 2 front loops, so we're just going to do the same way on this one. We have the pattern of decrease all stitches already, so you get the 2 front loops and do the same way as you're doing when you're decreasing. And I tend to pull it up a bit so I would be able to get that pointy tip shape for my strawberry. So sorry, I'm off the camera again. This one is too small and I can't see it properly. I'm so sorry. There we go. Now once I'm finishing it off, I usually insert it in the center of that point and then all the way through the top, and then I will just clear up some of the fiber fill that is sticking out if there is any. And then I would also just cut it off like that because the string is already locked in inside of the strawberry. So now we already have our body. We're gonna be making the seeds or like some yellow speck just to create that strawberry vibe on it. So I usually just do random stitches. Sometimes I do it like around and then alternate positions, so it would look like the strawberry seeds that we usually have. It really depends on you how you would like to put it. You can either just put some yellow yarns, glue it in, or you can just put some felt fabric. It really depends on you. You can also use some beads. You can also use some anything that you would like to put in just to make it look like a strawberry. But this is how I usually do it, since I'm not really a fan of, gluing things up. And just to make sure that I would be able to sew it up later, I always leave a long tail on top of the strawberry. So one of the tips that I can share to you guys, usually when we are sewing things up, your amigurumi's shape tends to be deformed. So what I usually do is, once I'm done sewing the parts or anything on my amigurumi, I tend to look where are the parts that are deformed, and then I try to insert my tapestry needle and try to fix up the deformed parts. so there wouldn't be any deformed parts while I'm doing my amigurumi, and just for me to make sure that it's still on the shape that I wanted it to be. Now just continue on doing the yellow stitches on your amigurumi or your earrings, strawberry earrings rather, because this would just need to have enough for it to look like a strawberry until you reach the pointy part of it. What I usually do once I reach the pointy part is I tend to always insert it on the center of the pointy tip and then pull it towards to the top, like where we have left the long tail, like this. And then once I'm done with it, I will be tying it up just to make sure that those speckles won't go off. And then it really depends on you, but I usually do it this way. Cut it off and I insert or I push it into that hole in the middle of the strawberry, so there won't be any traces and to prevent it from unraveling again. Now, since we're done with the body of the strawberry, what we're gonna be making is the leaves, or the ones that's on top of it. So that's gonna be our green yarn. So grab your green yarn, do a slip knot, and we're gonna be chaining 4 chains. 2, 3, 4. There you go. And then we slip stitch it on the first stitch that we have made. Then we chain 4 again. Now on this chain 4, what you're gonna be doing is to do a single crochet on each of the stitches, and once you reach the end of it, you do a slip stitch on the center of the ring that you created, the chain, you know, the one that we have created with the chains. Now you need to make 5 of these tiny leaves for our strawberry, so just keep on continuing the same pattern. 4 chains, single crochet on those chains, and slip stitch on the center of the ring. Just keep on continuing until you have completed 5 leaves. So I'm already on my 3rd one. So this strawberry earrings is actually a cute and a very easy pattern that I have made, and this is also one of my bestseller for the earrings that I have, because aside from it's like a 3D earrings, this is really cute and it's easy to wear. So I mean, it's easy to make as well. So yeah, as you can see, I still have the tail that I have made with the slip knot, because later on we were gonna be using that to tie off the part that we have completed later on. So here, I'm almost done. My 5th one, there we go. So after you slip stitch, you're gonna be chaining 8. Probably 7 or 8, I guess. And then you fasten it off, but make sure you leave a long tail because we're going to be sewing it up on the top of the strawberry. Now, first off, you need to create like a loop for our strawberry. So what I usually do is from here, I insert it in the middle. So let me do it. Alright. So from here, I insert my tapestry needle in the middle, or on the hole that we have where we usually do a slip stitch. And then we insert it on the other side. Make sure that you insert it not on the middle, but like in any part of the lips there. There you go. And do it like this. So I have already created a loop. I have already created the other one earlier. So here. Now, as you can see here, I have left the tail. So as I mentioned, we're going to be tying it up. So what I usually do is I hold it and just tie it up. I usually use my tapestry needle because sometimes I forgot that I will be tying it up and I leave such a small tail for the other end. So there. So I usually tie it up like that just to secure and make sure that it won't, unravel, or it won't get the thing hanging around there. So and then I'm gonna cut it like that. There you go. So I tend to stretch the leaves first because I'm gonna be sewing them up on the body of the strawberry. So this will be like this. So we're gonna sew it around the strawberry so we can complete the pattern here. So I have already created another one, and what I usually do is try to form it first. Then this one I put it on top like this. So make sure that your loop is on top of it, so you would be able to get that attached to the hooks again. So I just randomly sew it, like just make sure that the leaves are attached, and I just randomly sew it and get the tapestry needle on the body of the strawberry. Another good thing about this one is that we try to insert the yarns inside of the strawberry, and since there are fiber frill inside, the yarns will be like intact, and this will prevent from your work to get those yarns hanging around, and to prevent it from getting unraveled, and then it would really make a mess on your work. So just continue on sewing it up until you're able to get all of the leaves sewed up on top of the strawberry. And once you're done, you just need to either tie it up, the tail, or just insert it where parts of the strawberry, because it would just get intact inside of it and it would not really unravel anymore. So your strawberry will be safe and won't be destroyed anymore. Now, this is how I usually do it, just like that. There you go. Alright, so since we're all done, since this is an earrings, we're just gonna be attaching the fish hooks. And don't forget to check those parts that have been deformed. So this is how I usually do it, like this. The parts that has been deformed while you're sewing the parts like the leaves, so you would still get that perfect shape for your strawberries. Now, what we just need to do is to get our jump rings and get this strawberry. Look at my strawberry, they're so cute. This is why that's my favorite. This is really a cute one, and once I finish it, it's like, wow, it's just so cute. Alright, so we have our jump rings here, and I'm not really sure which size this is, but I think this is not the smallest one. I think this is the third size, I guess. Now we're just gonna get two of it, and then this is why we need the fish hooks. But it really depends on you, how you wanted it to be as an earrings. Sometimes you can just get a jump ring, put it in on the one that has stopper. I guess that's stopper. So yeah, we got our pliers here, and what I usually do is like this. I open it up like that, the jump rings, and I'm gonna get my strawberry here. There you go. So we insert it here and hold it like that and get that fish hook. There you go, and we just lock it up like that. So just need to make sure that you won't be pressing it too hard because it might get deformed, and it would ruin the shape of your jump rings. But yeah, that's just how you do it. So you just need to do it on the other one. So I'll just reshape mine. Let's do it on the other one. And of course, once you're done, you can just, put it on any earrings cardboard or any earrings or any packaging that you wanted to be. But yeah, we're actually almost done here. So look how cute our strawberry was. And I hope you enjoy watching this video. If you have any questions or if you have any other tutorials that you wanted me to make, just comment it down below and I'll do my best to make it for you. So here are finished product. Let me put it in here. There we go. Right, so this is our finished project. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you were able to make yours as well. So you have a good day. Thank you so much for watching. You have a blessed day ahead, guys. Happy crocheting!